Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram. So we'll sing very nice bhajan written by Srila Narottam Das Thakur. গৌরাঙ্গা বলিতে হবে পুলাখা শরীরা হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে বাবে নীরা গৌরাঙ্গা বলিতে হবে পুলাখা শরীরা হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে বাবে নীরাম গৌরাঙ্গা বলিতে হবে পুলাখা শরীরা হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে বাবে নীরা গৌরাঙ্গা বলি আর খাবে নিতাই চাঁদের করুণা হইবে সংসারা বাসনা মোরা খাবে তু চাহাবে আর খাবে নিতাই চাঁদের করুণা হইবে সংসারা বাসনা মোরা খাবে তু চাহাবে বিষয়াচারিয়া খাবে সুদাবে মানা খাবে হামাহেরাব শ্রী বৃন্দাবানা চারিয়া খাবে সুদাবে মানা খাবে আমারেরাব রূপারা গুণাদা পদে হইবে আকুতি খাবে হামা বুঝাব যুগলা পিরিতি রূপারা গুণাদা পদে হইবে আকুতি খাবে হামা বুঝাব সে যুগলা পিরিতি রূপারা গুণাদা পদে রাহু মোরাশা প্রাদানা করো এ সদা নরোত্তম দাসা মোরাশা রূপরাগুনাদা পদে রাহু মোরাশা প্রাদানা করো এ সদা নরোত্তম দাসা গৌরাঙ্গা বলিতে হবে উলকা শরীরা হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে ভাবে নীরা হবে উলকা শরীরা হরি হরি বলিতে নয়নে ভাবে জয় রাধা মাধবা কুঞ্জ বিহারী গোপী জান বল্লভা गिरिवरदारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरदारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जान वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी गोपी जान वल्लभा श्री श्री राधा माधव की श्री श्री गौर निताय की ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भागवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपाकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रये Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 15th chapter, entitled as The Pandavas Retired Timely. Text 30. You all can repeat after me. Geetam Bhagavata Jnanam Yat Tat Sangramamurdani Kalakarma Tamaruddham Puna Ajjagamat Prabhu Geetam Bhagavata Jnanam Yatta Sangramamurdani Kalakarma Tamoruddham Punar Ajjagamat Prabhu Geetam Bhagavata Jnanam Yatta Sangramamurdani Kalakarma Tamoruddham Punar Ajjagamat Prabhu Geetam Bhagavata Jnanam Yatta Sangrama Murdani Kala Karma Tamoruddham Punar Adjagamat Prabhu. Please recite. Geetam Bhagavata Jnanam Yata Sangrama Murdani Kala Karma Tamoruddham Sangrama Mudani Sangrama Mudani. Geetam Bhagavata Jnanam Yata Sangrama Mudani Word to word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Geetam instructed Bhagavata by the personality of Godhead, Jnanam transcendental knowledge, Yat which, Tat that, Sangrama Murdanim in the midst of battle, Kala Karma time and actions, Tamaruddham enwrapped by such darkness, Puna Adjagamat revived them again, Prabhu the Lord of his senses. Translation: because of the Lord's pastimes and activities and because of his absence, it appeared that Arjuna forgot the instructions left by the personality of Godhead. But factually this was not the case. And again he became the Lord of his senses. Purport: a conditioned soul is enwrapped in his fruitive activities by the force of eternal time. But the Supreme Lord, when he incarnates on the earth, is not influenced by Kala or the material conception of past, present and future. The activities of the Lord are eternal and they are manifestations of his Atma Maya or internal potency. All pastimes or activities of the Lord are spiritual in nature, but to the layman they appear to be on the same level with material activities. It so appeared that Arjuna and the Lord were engaged in the battle of Kurukshetra as the other party was also engaged. But factually, the Lord was executing his mission of incarnation and association with his eternal friend Arjuna. Therefore, such apparently material activities of Arjuna did not drive him away from his transcendental position, but on the contrary, revived his consciousness of the songs of the Lord as he sang them personally. This revival of consciousness is assured by the Lord in the Bhagavad Gita as follows: Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyajimam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijano priyosime. One should think of the Lord always, The mind should not forget him. One should become a devotee of the Lord and offer obeisances unto him. One who lives in that fashion becomes undoubtedly endowed with the blessings of the Lord by achieving the shelter of his lotus feet. There is nothing to doubt about this eternal truth, because Arjuna was his confidential friend. The secret was disclosed to him. Arjuna had no desire to fight with his relatives, but he fought for the mission of the Lord. He was always engaged in the execution of his mission only, and therefore the Lord's departure, he remained in the same transcendental position, even though it appeared that he forgot all the instructions of the Bhagavad Gita. One should therefore adjust the activities of life in pace with the mission of the Lord, and by doing this one is sure to return back home, back to Godhead. This is the highest perfection of life. Srila Prabhupada ki Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakayam Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunadhanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishvanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vancha Kalpatarubhyacha Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I seek the blessings of all the Vaishnavas, especially His Grace Mother Kanya Prabhu, His Grace Nityananda Prabhu, and all the Vaishnavas. Please bless me so that I can speak something on this, the great ocean of knowledge. Hare Krishna. So we are reading from first canto, 15th chapter, 38th words. Pandavas retire timely. So the previous translation says as follows. Arjuna's constant remembrance of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna rapidly increased his devotion, and as a result all the trash in his thoughts subsided. So we let us hear first glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. By hearing Bhagavatam, what happens? What is the result of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam? So it's mentioned in first canto, second chapter, Divinity and Divine Service. You all can remember this is eternal knowledge. You can remember the chapters' names as well. So how should we hear Bhagavatam? It says, Tasmadekena manasa Bhagavan Satvatampati Shrotavya Kirtitavyascha Deya Pujasya Nityata. It's already showing him. Therefore, with one pointed attention, one should constantly hear about and glorify, remember and worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the protector of the devotees. How should we hear? With one pointed attention. The next verse as follows. Yed anudyasina yukta karma grandhi nibandhanam chindanti kovidastasya kona kuryat kataratim. We see, little connection is there for this purport. The purport of this verse which we are speaking today. A conditioned soul is entrapped in its fruitive activities by the force of eternal time. So here Bhagavatam says, with sword in his hand, intelligent men cut through the binding knots of reactionary war, karma, by remembering the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, who will not pay attention to his message? So why conditioned soul is entrapped? It's because of fruitive activities, karma. So here it's mentioned, the solution for that is, with a sword in hand, intelligent man cut through the binding knots of reactionary work by remembering, just by remembering Krishna. And further it goes, Shushusho Shaddadanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Syanmaha Sevaya Vipra Punyatirda Nishevanat. It says, O twice born sages, by serving those devotees who are completely freed from all vice, great service is done. By such service, one gains affinity for hearing the messages of Vasudeva. Now you all are here. Somebody can do anuvad for them, those who cannot understand in English. Please. So, now you all are sitting in the class. So how is it that we got such a great opportunity? हमको कैसे मौका मिला है? हम भागवत का क्लास में बैठकर हम सुन रहे हैं. So it's because we are rendering service to pure devotees of Krishna. We are rendering service to pure devotees of Krishna. That's why we are getting that opportunity. That's why we are able to sit in the class for 1 hour in the morning. It's not so easy to sit in class for 1 hour. Because we are rendering service to pure devotees, we are developing that. What is that mentioned? We gain affinity. Affinity, we get the taste for hearing the katha of Vasudeva. And it says, Sunvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanam Hrudayantasto Hya Bhadrani Vidunoti Surutsatam. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is a Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. So what Krishna does when someone starts hearing Bhagavatam class with so much urge, I also want to know about Krishna. I want to hear more about Krishna. So what Krishna does from inside, he cleanses our heart. So that is greatness of Paramatma. You see, just if someone develops that urge to hear about Krishna Krishna as Paramatma, from inside the heart, he removes all the dirty things. We have accumulated so many things from so many lifetimes. So what Krishna does, he removes that. And further it goes, like what is happening now. Nashta prayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati na ishtiki. See, Prabhupada writes here, by regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, Shishirada Madhav ki, Shishi Gaur Nitai ki, Shishi Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai Sudarshan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So we are very fortunate to get such beautiful darshan every day morning. Radha Madhav. Hari Bol. So, by regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service unto Krishna, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. So what happens when we attend Srimad Bhagavatam class and when we render service to few devotees? Like Srila Prabhupada we have here, he has set all this morning program, sitting in Bhagavatam class, attend Mangalarti. Sometimes I don't attend because of my own conditionings, but I see almost all the devotees in the ashram, they all get up and they all come. I also feel very nice, at least when I come for morning program, at least I feel happy, This is a symptom of mode of goodness. Prabhupada says just by attending Mangalarti, one comes to the mode of goodness. It's like when we sleep, it's like ignorance. Those are not pure devotees. So it's like ignorance. When we get up and when we take bath, it's like removing that tamoguna by cold water. We immediately come to that sattva guna. All our sleep will go away. So we come to that sattva guna. So here Prabhupada says, by attending Bhagavatam class and rendering service to pure devotees, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service, naturally we like to serve. Like I see some devotees, they serve prasadam. Naturally they come. Naturally they come and serve. And nobody tells them. I'm seeing since 1.5 years. Like nobody is allotted to them. Like you should serve, you must serve. Nobody tells them. They naturally come and they serve. So this is about loving service. Nobody forces them to do, you must do. So why it is happening? It's because we are hearing Bhagavatam and all our anadas are getting removed. Krishna is cleansing our hearts, and also we are rendering service to pure devotee Srila Prabhupada. The loving service is awakened in the heart. So what happens when that loving service comes out? Tada rajastamo bhava kamalobhadayaschaye chetayete ranaviddam sitam sattve prasidhati. As soon as that loving service is established in the heart, the effects of natures of passion and ignorance, such as lust, desire, hankering, like I see all of you are serving here, no more material desires. Nobody, now we don't like to go back and work outside. We don't hanker after things, so I have to construct such a big skyscraper buildings like we see outside. We go to high-tech city. Once upon a time, if you see, it was completely a jungle, it is. Now we see such big buildings are coming up. So hankering after such material things, they will all go away. We just want to serve Krishna. We just want to be with Vaishnavas. We just want to read Srimad Bhagavatam. We just want to go with Vaishnavas. The desire, hankering, lust, they all disappear. It's mentioned it disappears. So you don't have to externally, we don't have to endeavor. They will disappear. Then the devotee is established in goodness. I see myself sometimes, I feel I plan in such a way that sometimes, not every day, because of mercy of Vaishnavas, like few day before yesterday. So today entire morning I will attend morning program. After that I will recite prayers of Queen Kunti, Prahlad Maharaj, Shukadev Goswami and Akrura. Some prayers I was just going on. Nectar of instruction, Ishupanishad. So I molded my life throughout the day in such a way that all these things are going on. I feel no sleep in a daytime. Just like when after morning program we naturally feel sleepy, right? But the result of morning program is that when we attend morning program, we naturally want to serve, we naturally want to read, we naturally want to chant more. That is that we come to mode of goodness. We come to mode of goodness. Of course, if next verse says, Evam prasanna manaso bhagavad bhakti yogata bhagavad tattva vijnana mukta sangasya jayate. Thus established in the mode of unalloyed goodness, the man whose mind has been enlivened by contact with devotional service to the Lord gains positive scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead in the stage of liberation from all material association. And the next verse it says, the knot in the heart is pierced and all misgivings are cut to pieces. The chain of fruitive actions is terminated when one sees the self as master. Certainly, therefore, since time immemorial, all transcendentalists have been rendering service to Krishna, rendering devotional service to Krishna with great delight, because such devotional service is enlivening to the self. So, what is mentioned here? Since time immemorial, Anadikal say, all transcendentalists, those who are transcendentalists, they all are rendering service to Krishna with great delight, because devotional service is so enlivening. It makes us so happy, so happy. And this is the greatness of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and being with Vaishnavas and serving Krishna. So now we come to the today's purport. Here it says, Geetam Bhagavata Gnanam. Geetam Bhagavata. Bhagavata means the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now people may ask, what is the meaning? Few days back, one person was asking, what is the meaning of Gita? I said it's a song of God. He was from Chicago. So he asked me, he said, oh, I don't know anything much. I heard about Mahabharata and all, but I don't know what is the meaning of Gita. So I told, so Gita means song of God. Prabhupada says, Gita also means here mentioned instructions. Bhagavad Gita is full of instructions. Gita also means spoken by. So spoken by whom? Krishna. So here Krishna, Arjuna accepts in Gita, Param Brahma, Param Dava, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. He says that Krishna, you are Param Brahman. We are all Brahman. We are all spirit souls. But Arjuna says you are Param Brahman. So if someone wants to understand Gita, what one should do? One should accept Gita as Arjuna understood. So Arjuna says you are Supreme Lord. So without interpretation, we should also accept the same as Arjuna understood. We should repeat whatever Arjuna says without personal motivated interpretations. Like we see, there are so many. Prabhupada says, I don't know whether you must be reading every day Bhagavad Gita. So I have this habit, every day I read one shloka of Gita and Bhagavatam. Every day I read. I note in my mobile. I note down, today I read Bhagavad Gita, because I don't have the tendency to read Gita. I have seen these changes when I came to ISKCON, although I am there with devotees, but I was not reading Gita every day. I was not reading. Sometimes I was reading. I was there for 3 years. In 3 years I couldn't read Bhagavad Gita completely. So that is my situation. But in my mobile I started noting down, okay, every day I should read one verse. And I note it down. Then in that way, I read twice Bhagavad Gita, and now third time I am reading, again I am in second chapter. So that is a glory of noting down, at least noting down, okay, I read Bhagavad Gita today. So I am just trying to follow my spiritual master, what he has said. So when we try to follow their instruction, we also get special mercy, special energy to follow those instructions. To fulfill that instructions, we get special energy. So without motivated interpretations, we should read Gita. So here in ISKCON, we see we have bona fide disciplic succession, where we are getting this knowledge not on their own, but they are hearing from their teachers. They are hearing from their teachers. It's not personally motivated. What we are seeing in the purports, they are not motivated. They have not given this knowledge on their own. It's not given on their motivated or speculation. Okay, I got this. I will write this. Like if my spiritual master said something to me, so I am repeating the same thing to you. But you cannot imagine what my spiritual master told me. You should hear from a person who has heard from his spiritual master. You cannot imagine, okay, his spiritual master must have said like this. We cannot imagine. We cannot speculate. But we should hear what his spiritual master said from him as it is. So we have a disciplic succession. We will sing one bhajan on the disciplic succession. Krishna Vate Chaitanya. So we have a bona fide spiritual masters here, and it's written by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj ki. So we know some of the names in disciplic succession. There are 32, right? 32 is Prabhupada. So I don't know whether you all remember all the names, but I remember few names. So if you remember this bhajan, you can remember all our acharyas. Like we know our fathers' names, right? We all know. Some of us know, grandfathers' names. This is cement disciplic succession. But we don't know what forefathers' names, what their names are. But when we come to spiritual disciplic succession, we have a father, we know their name, we know their father, we know our grandfather's name. Like if you accept this parampara, we can all our forefathers till Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we'll sing one bhajan. Krishna hoite chaturmukha hoye Krishna sevonmukha Brahma hoite naradera mati Krishna hoite chaturmukha hoye Krishna sevonmukha Brahma hoite naradera mati Narad hoite vyasa madhva kohe vyasa dasa Purna prajna padmanabha ghati Narad hoite vyasa madhva kohe vyasa dasa Purna prajna padmanabha ghati Nuhari Madhava Bhamse Akshobha Paramahamse Shisha Boli Angikara Kore Nuhari Akshobha Paramahamse Shisha Boli Angikara Kore Akshobhera Shisha Jaya Tirdana Me Parishaya Taradase Jnana Sindhu Tore Era Shisha Jaya Tirdana Me Parishaya Taradase Jnana Sindhu Taha hoite dayanidhi tara dasa vidyanidhi Rajendra hoilo taha hate Tara dasa vidyanidhi Rajendra hoilo Tahara kinkara jaya dharma name parichaya parampara jano balo mate kinkara jaya dharma name parichaya paramana Jaya dharma dase kyati Shri Purushottama jati Tahaite brahmanya trita suri Mada Purushottama jati Tahaite brahmanya Vyasati Dattara Dasa Lakshmi Pati Vyasa Dasa Saha Haite Madhavendra Pure Dattara Dasa Vyasa Dasa Madhavendra Pure Madhavendra Puri Bara Shisha Bara Shishwara Nityananda Shri Advaita Vibho Puri Bara Shisha Bara Shishwara Nityananda Shri Advaita Ishvara Puri Kedanya Korilen Sri Chaitanya Jagat Guru Gaura Mahaprabhu Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya Rupanuga Jane Rajivana Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anya Rupanuga Jane Rajivana
given by Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, Prabhupada. So, this is a disciplic succession in which we are following the footsteps of our acharyas. And we don't approach Lord Chaitanya directly. We go through. Somebody may say, I will directly understand Lord Chaitanya. No, that's not possible. We should understand as Goswamis understood. We should follow the footsteps of Goswamis. We have 6 Goswamis. Of course, we have many Goswamis. Those who are beautiful, they are all Goswamis. And we have Srila Prabhupada, who has given all this philosophy. Prabhupada says, everything is there in my books. We just read them. And here translation it says, it appears that Arjuna forgot the instruction left by the personality of Godhead, but this was not the case. So we see in Bhagavad Gita, it appears that Arjuna got bewildered. But I was hearing classes, his Guru was telling that it's will of the Lord that Arjuna apparently forgot. Apparently he was scared
that situation that I have to kill my own relatives, friends and all. But when Arjuna heard Gita, again he got up and he fought. Now we see here, again, here it's mentioned, instructions, factually it appears that Arjuna forgot the instructions. But again it's the same thing, that again he became the Lord of his. So what he did again, here we see Krishna is not there personally. That time Krishna is personally there. But all the Yadus were able to kill. But here we see there are no Yadus. Krishna also left this planet. And again Arjuna was alone. So now what he did? Again he went back to Gita and he started recalling the instructions of Bhagavad Gita. Somebody may say, in front of Arjuna, Krishna is directly speaking Gita. But what about us? Now Krishna is not there. But scripture says, there is abhinatva naminamina. There is no difference between Krishna's words and Krishna himself. All these scriptures are the sound incarnation of Krishna. Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. They are as good as Krishna. It's personally it's Krishna. Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's Leela. All these are non-different from Krishna. Now, Arjuna became peaceful. His mind became steady after meditating on the instructions of Krishna. Now we see in the purport, Manmana Bhava Madbhakto. There are many verses in Gita which says that Krishna says, if you do devotional service, you will come back to me. The Muchi Samsara Sagara. If you do devotional service, many places. If you read 9th chapter, 12th chapter, so many places Krishna says that if you do bhakti to me, aap mere paas lautenge jarur. Like we recently studied this Kurukshetra. There I have seen that there are horses, Krishna and Arjun. They wrote only one line, Karmanyevadhikarase. You observed any of you? And there are no other shlokas, only one. Most of the people, they know only one this line. Most of the people. So there are 699 shlokas. So Krishna is instructing that if you do bhakti, aap mere paas jarur aayenge in this lifetime. Jarur aayenge. There's no doubt. And how this faith we will develop, that's why we have Goswamis, they have given Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhusanga, Ata Bhajana Kriya, Anardha Nivrittis. So when we have little faith, okay, some people they come to, see, of course, this is so many shaved head, wearing this is something different attire what we see in the society. So they, out of inquisitivity, they come to temple and they see, and their faith may increase. That Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead when they associate with. I have full faith that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And I have full faith that all these are Krishna's devotees, they are Krishna's kingdom. I'm feeling like that. Krishna, I can feel that Krishna is the Supreme Personality. So when we have that unflinching faith, there are different levels. Anardha Nivrusi, all these things will go away slowly. So our mind becomes steady, and just like Arjuna's mind became pacified, it became steady. So Prabhupada says that in Los Angeles, if you follow 4 regulative principles and chant 16 rounds, in this lifetime you will all go back to Godhead. I will guarantee it. Then all devotees, they said, Jai. Then Prabhupada again says, I guarantee it that in this lifetime you will go back to Godhead. It's not that, okay, till the death we have to wait. It's not like that. Someone may be in this body, but still they can be liberated. Still they can realize that they can realize their eternal relationship with Krishna. I'm seeing so many, I never knew all these things before coming to ISKCON. But I'm personally seeing in ISKCON, there's so many devotees who have become pure in their hearts. They have realized they're in loving relationship with Krishna. That is true actually. We can see that. Through the eyes of scriptures one can observe. And another place, and we see, Prabhupada also gives condition now. Now following 4 regularly and stand 16 round. Then only you will go back to Godhead. And Prabhupada, another place it says in Sydney, the Vyasasana was very big actually. It's a big stage. So Prabhupada says that if you remain even 90% Krishna conscious, if you become even 90% Krishna conscious, you will go back to Godhead in this lifetime. Then Prabhupada got up and he saw all the faces of the devotees. 90% is too much because we see our condition is so horrible. My condition especially I am seeing. So Prabhupada gets up and he comes one step down and he says, even if you become 80% Krishna conscious, you will go back to Godhead. Then devotees still, some are saying Haribol, something like that. And Prabhupada still comes one step more down. And he says, 75% even if you become Krishna conscious, in this lifetime you will go back to Godhead. And no more less than that. So then the devotees say, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. So it's our great fortune. We are in this ISKCON moment. We should not leave the Vaishnavas. And I feel, I personally feel I should stay in whatever circumstances it may be. We should continue serving in ISKCON because this is a bona fide. We see the philosophy is so perfect. हमारा जो philosophy है perfect है. अगर भक्तों से दूर जाएंगे, हम भक्ति अच्छा से नहीं कर पाएंगे. ये तो Prabhupada was telling, when we are with devotees, it's like warmth. We are in warm condition. When we leave devotees association, we become cold. He was telling personally. You can read the purport of this. Prabhupada, yesterday I was thinking when His Grace Pranashwar Prabhu gave lecture, I was thinking, there's a lecture on this 29th verse of Prabhupada. I wish there could be lecture of Prabhupada also on 30th verse. Then I was searching in online and fortunately there's a lecture of Prabhupada. So I saw some points and it's very great fortune. We should all read his books. We should all read. Even we don't have taste, we should force ourselves to read books. We should force ourselves to be with devotees. जब नया नया आता है मतलब we may feel like staying but after some days we may not feel like continuing but we should not hear mind, we should hear the devotees क्योंकि बाहर जाएंगे तो कुछ मौका ही नहीं है भगवत धाम जाने के लिए. There is no way, there is no chance if you leave the association of devotees. But if you are with devotees, अगर भक्तों के साथ रहें हमको there are many chances that we may become Krishna conscious if we are with devotees. This is sure. If we are with devotees, we will definitely become pure in our hearts. We may realize Krishna in our life more and more we may realize. I'm personally feeling in my life. So you can also feel we should serve. They are very exalted devotees whom we are staying with. We should serve them every day with love and care. That's what His Grace Nityananda Chandra Prabhu teaches me. Serve them like children. Take care of them like a mother. Those who are coming newly, take care of them nicely. Take care of them, love them, serve them, ask them. So thank you all very much. If you have any questions or any corrections, I must have spoken something. If I must have spoken something which is not related to this, please correct me. And some comments. Hare Krishna. It's already 9 o'clock. Hare Krishna.
अपने सनातन धर्म में जब भी कोई काम करते हैं अपन और अपन जो सोसाइटी के लिए समझो या किसी के लिए अच्छा करने जाते हैं बहुत सारे परीक्षा आते हैं और जो काम करते हैं उसको ही परीक्षा आता है. क्यों ऐसे होता है प्रभु जी?
परीक्षा आता है मतलब लाइक एग्जाम्पल, कुछ एग्जाम्पल लीजिए.
जो
स्पीक इंग्लिश
या
express in English.
If we do like Daiva Karya anything, which is related to God's. If we do that job, we get so many criticizes, and we do very pure heart. Then also people will criticize us, and they will not allow us to do that. Why it is happening?
You chant Hare Krishna mantra every day?
No.
You should chant Hare Krishna Maha mantra every day. You are new to this place?
Yeah. Yes.
You are from which place?
Yeah. Medipatnam.
So you are very near to our temple. You come here. You be with devotees. This is the nature of this world. People will criticize us. People will also glorify us. There will be always two kinds of people in the society. It's not that only in bhakti when we come, people criticize us. Even in material life also there are always some people who glorify us, who criticize us. We are not here to hear all those glorifications or criticism. We are here to understand the purpose of human life. And the Sanatan Dharma means you serve God, you love God, and you be with Vaishnavas and you go back to Krishna. That's what Sanatan Dharma teaches. Sanatan Dharma doesn't teach you feed food, you give clothes, you give education, you construct hospitals. This is not Sanatan Dharma. It doesn't teach. Sanatan Dharma teaches that you chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and you go back to Krishna. You revive your Krishna consciousness. That is the purpose of Sanatan Dharma. It's for everyone, all caste, community. Okay. So you are very near to our temple. So you keep coming. You come regularly. You work outside. So you come here every morning. If not possible, you come every Sunday. You take darshan of beautiful Radha Madhav, Gaur Nitai, and you chant Hare Krishna. You take mala from there, our devotees will give you. We should chant 16 rounds. How many? 16 माला जप करना है भगवत धाम जाने के लिए और 4 नियमों को पालन करना है. So you all please guide him. We have so many congregation devotees. You can take suggestion. Like, you know Radhakant Prabhu? So your name you said? Kishore. Very nice name. We have in Chicago Kishori temple. So it's Krishna's name. So you Kishore ji, please approach His Grace Radhakant Prabhu. He will nicely guide you. How to chant Hare Krishna mantra, how to read Prabhupada books, how to serve Vaishnavas. Prabhuji is practicing for so many years. Prabhuji was serving in Malawi. He made so many devotees there. He was translating so many books also in Malawi. So he was such an experienced devotee. You can take guidance from him more and more. Okay? Thank you. Hare Krishna. Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Premanande. Jai Srila Prabhupada.